coffee and breakfast tacos with salsa. That's where it's at.
Hey, good morning, channel. Welcome back to Robert White Moto. Another weekend vlog. This morning, I'm out for an early sunrise ride. I just think it's one of the most beautiful times of the day. Look at the fog on the field. Wow. Anyway, yeah, stunning time of day, and temperature's great. It's right around 70s, perfect riding temperature. I have my shorty summer windshield on. I took the F4 off and stored it away for the summer, and for the next several months going to be running this shorty windshield because, you know, I can tolerate the heat here in Texas as long as I have some airflow on my face and this helmet. And that F4 does an awesome job of pushing air over you. So this shorty windshield clearly lets air in that area. So going to enjoy that for the summer. Glad you guys are joining me this morning. Always enjoy these little rides and talks. This morning I am in search of coffee, maybe a little breakfast, and then when DFW Honda opens up, I need a part. You guys might have seen recently in a photo post I made on this channel that I had the ride-off center stand delivered not long ago. Came in a few days ago. And it looks well made and beefy, and it's a beautiful thing, but it's only the center stand, and the spring that is on my current center stand might be a little worn out. You guys watch Mac's video, GoldRyderone, where he put on his center stand. Yeah, he determined he needed another spring pretty quickly because the stock spring was too stretched for the shorter center stand. So I'm going to see if DFW has one in stock. Hopefully, if they don't, I can buy one off of Partzilla. Went back to Wing Stuff to see if I could get just the spring, since that's where I ordered the ride off the center stand, and you cannot. You have to buy this whole big $80 package of hardware as if you didn't have a center stand and you were putting one on for the first time. Well, I've got most of the hardware except for the spring, so I don't need to spend $80 when the spring is $7. So we'll see if DFW Honda has it, and if they do, great. If not, I'll just order it. Anyway, that's my task for this morning. Looking behind me, that sunrise might be a pretty one this morning with those high clouds. Usually offers up some pink, orange, and gray tones that make the sunrise just stunning. I like to get out early also because the traffic in Dallas is tolerable. You can see it here. It's not going to be that way before long, but at least early on it's manageable. I saw recently that Rich the Return Rider has returned to motovlogging. He's been off of YouTube for a couple of months while he works through some issues. I'll leave that up to you and him to discuss, but so glad to see him back. I hadn't heard from him in a while, so I reached out to a couple of people. Boots and Jeans, reached out to them. They had talked to him, said he was doing okay, so that was a relief. And yeah, yesterday he put out a quick video, sold one or two of his motorcycles, but kept the Goldwing, and was back out on it, and that was really good to see. Rich, welcome back. Glad you're on the other side of all that, my friend. Also, a quick shout out to Slappy Dog, Slappy's Adventures. Still healing from the surgery, and it's a slow go, and I know it's frustrating for him. But Slappy, you got a lot of people in your corner, me included, looking for the day when you're back on that bike. Hope you and Thumper are doing well. Yeah, take a look at that sunrise behind me, guys. Very nice. Some colors in there. I recently bought a new camera, sold my old one, bought a new R5 Mark II. Call it version 2 of the camera I had. If I paid full price, brand new out of the box, it wouldn't have been worth it. There's just not enough upgrades, although the upgrades in autofocus are pretty fantastic. But I did not. I bought it used, and I got good trade-in on my original R5, so that brought the cost way down to manageable. So decided to upgrade, and still learning what all the buttons do. You know, it's like stepping into the space shuttle. What do all the buttons do? Can't wait to give that more effort. More, maybe on my trip to Colorado this summer, me and the family, not taking the bike, taking the Bronco to Colorado. And then we're going to do a detour and head towards, I think, right now, the plan is head to Bryce Canyon and Zion if the crowds aren't too terrible, which they probably will be. But anyway, it's going to make a little bit of a road trip out of it, too. A lot of chances to test out the new camera, I think, on that trip. I guess you've all seen by now our friend Cruiseman has a brand new 2026 Honda Goldwing DCT Tour non-airbag model. And it is in gunmetal gray, I'm going to call it. That's what I think Honda even calls it, gunmetal gray. You know, people refer to it as the black version of the 2026 colors. It does have some black in it, mostly gunmetal gray, and some beautiful gold pinstriping. It is a stunning paint job. Other than that, I hear they've fixed the Apple CarPlay issue where some of the maps were pixelated. I've heard they fixed that. That's good. That was a problem with the 25s, maybe even the 24s. But other than that, probably not a lot of change. And how do you improve on perfection? These bikes are just amazing bikes. So congratulations to Cruiseman. That's a beautiful machine. Can't wait to see all the videos you're going to put out, stuff you're going to put on it. He got that at Southern Honda Power Sports. And they're coming to pick up his 2024, and you guys know how well that thing's maintained. Somebody's going to get a great bike that gets that from Southern Honda. And I've been doing okay, just kind of going through the motions. I'm still working for a living, so 5 days a week I'm at the office. But I am approaching retirement in the next 5, 6, or 7 years, and it's definitely on my radar. I've been watching YouTube videos, talking to estate planners, things like that, just trying to get things in motion and set up for that event. It's going to be quite the change, when you spent your entire life doing something and now you're not. You better find something that defines you, keeps you motivated, keeps you moving. Because if you don't keep moving, keep active, and that's a quick way downhill. Anyway, so thinking through all that, I got a little bit of time, obviously, but trying to plan ahead. What I always told my daughter, plan ahead. So working through some of those, as it relates to my daughter, just get up every morning and keep breathing. I do have my moments, and it's not any easier. Not any easier. Just slightly further between sessions. But anyway, some beautiful colors this morning. Looking forward to some coffee up here somewhere, and we'll get on to DFW Honda, another powerhouse dealer here in Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex area. If you need a great deal on a Honda motorcycle or parts like I do today, go see them. The parts department, ask for my friend Brian. You need your motorcycle worked on, ask for my friend Jacob. And if you need a new bike, heck, ask anybody. The bike temperature says 80. Now, I know good and well. Can y'all see that? I know good and well that's not right. 81 now. No, I don't know where the thermostat's located on these machines, but it's getting some radiant heat off the engine because it is at best 70 or 72 out here this morning. That's disappointing. You'll also see that I'm approaching 15,000 miles on this bike. Jarvis has almost 15,000 miles. Yeah, I know that's very little miles each year, but let's get back in the video a little bit and see the part where I say I work for a living. Don't have time to ride. Maybe one of these days I'll have more time to ride. So, channel, did you get a new 2026 Goldwing? If you did, put it in the comments down below. Let me know what color you chose. What made you decide to go with the Goldwing? Are you transitioning from an old Goldwing? Or are you moving up from a bike? Or, oof, man, is this your first bike? That's a learning curve right there. Also want to give a quick shout out to my friend in Canada, Larry. Larry with Goldwing Moments. He has been out of commission for a year or more now, as he had some pretty major things done, and he is healing well from all of that, getting stronger every day, I believe, Larry. And there's another one that I cannot wait to see his first video back on the bike. What a wonderful moment that's going to be in Goldwing Moments. Larry, wishing you the best. Keep getting better, bud. When riding season up there is in full swing, I look forward to seeing you back out again. Also, our friend Don Smith, you guys know, in the last few months bought himself a new bike, and he is getting back into moto vlogging after several years out of it. Matter of fact, when I first met Don, he had just sold his Goldwing, and that was kind of the end of his moto vlogging. Well, he's looking forward very much to getting back into it. We are all looking forward to seeing him back into it. Boy, he looks like a kid in the candy store on that new bike. He is so happy, and we are so happy for him. So congratulations, Don. Can't wait to see your first video out there and learn what it's like to get back on the bike. All right, I think this is my exit. Also want to say a quick shout out to Sensei. You guys may have seen he went down on his Harley a month or so ago. Some lady pulled out in front of him, I think is what I heard. Broke his wrist, but otherwise no worse for wear. Praise God, he wasn't hurt. Heal quickly, Sensei. And here in Dallas, Mr. Clark came to breakfast last week. It was great to see you again, Mr. Clark. And Kelly B. I tell you what, Kelly B has some fantastic videos. Great intros. And the man knows how to put together a thumbnail. Goodness gracious. Well done, Kelly. There's a growing trend these days in moto vlogging to have AI create a custom song for you. It says your name, talks about what you ride, talks about your environment, whatever, your channel. Yeah, AI can create pretty dadgum good music in whatever style or genre you want. You got to pay for it, but still, some pretty fantastic examples of that. Nomadic Tank, he had a video out recently. Tank, you were going to Mayberry, you know, the Andy Griffith show, Mayberry. He lives not far from it, and Old Town Grapevine here, beautiful. Anyway, headed out to that, and he made this AI song of just him, and it was, man, I was tapping my toes. It was a great song of him heading out to Mayberry. Excellent video, Tank. Excellent video.
All right, what a glorious ride that was. Will you look at this sunrise? Yeah, I'm out here in historic Grapevine, Texas. You guys will recognize that I've been out here before with the group. There is a little bistro over here. Chez Fabienne. I'm not French, so I'm saying that all wrong. Apologize to my French followers. But man, it has great coffee and great food, great breakfast food. So I might get both this morning. But I tell you what, before I do that, I am going to sit here and enjoy the moment. Enjoy this weather, enjoy this sunrise, this scenery. And God has a beautiful tapestry, doesn't he? Yeah, downtown Grapevine is just beautiful. It's a great place to hang out. And especially early in the mornings, whether it's Saturday or Sunday morning here, it's still peaceful, not very crowded. This little gazebo's nice. You guys will recognize it. A few of us got together last year and put a quick get well soon video together for our friend Larry up in Canada that I spoke about earlier. Just sitting here waiting for the bistro to open up and give me some coffee. tacos with salsa. That's where it's at.
That's where you're going, son. Yeah, so that was a good breakfast. Downtown Grapevine. Traffic's starting to pick up. Life's starting to happen this morning. Always good to get out a little ahead of that. Got a little bit of time before DFW opens this morning, so I'm just gonna drive around and enjoy the ride. Historic buildings around here. Old architecture. Old-ish. Everything is relative. Folks in a big hurry behind me. Oh, this is the Grapevine train. Took my son on this years ago. If you haven't done the Grapevine train to the Fort Worth stockyards, used to call it Tarantula train. I don't know if they call it that anymore. Definitely worth your time and money, especially if you have young kids. They make it so enjoyable for young kids. Oh boy, can I hear your exhaust, please? Rev it one more time, just for me. Seriously. That is a cool building. There's your cool train. I can tell this is going to be a jumping place this afternoon. People setting up, getting ready to go. Oh, hey there, Miss Exhaust. Got to that light about the same time I did. Not to wear on Main Street. Got here a little early before these guys are open. But man, it's just a beautiful day. Just sit out and enjoy this day, this sunrise. Looks like the squirrels may be domesticated here. center stand spring is a very unique part and not high demand for it. Therefore, nobody keeps it in stock. But my man Brian got it on order for me. Probably take about a week to get in, so I'll check back with him next weekend and see if it's in. So I am going to wrap up the video here as I'm leaving DFW Honda. I'm going to head back home and enjoy this ride and get to the weekend honeydews. This is Mother's Day weekend, so if your mom is still with you, reach out and tell her you love her. Life is too short not to. And we'll see you again next weekend, guys. Until then, ride safe, my friends, and God bless.